Next, we're going to draw the shadow of the cylinder. The shadow has two dimensions to it. It has a direction and it has a height. So we are going to say that our direction is going to, the shadow is going to go behind us in this case. So it's going to come from this direction. It's going to hit the side of the can. It's going to go through the back. So there's our direction. If this center from here to here was a flagpole, this is our basis of our flagpole shadow. Okay, then the sun is going to have a height. And I kind of want my shadow to be out here somewhere, so I'm going to pick about right here. And that is going to be the edge of my flagpole shadow. So here's the flagpole shadow. So I'm working backwards. I'm saying that there's my sun's ray, and here the sun's height is out there. So our sun's direction is, the sun we know is on the left side, casting a shadow behind on the right, and the sun's height, the sun's ray, is sort of low in the sky for a longer shadow. All right, now we know we have the basis. We have this point. But that is not the edge of our shadow. That is just the center point of our shadow. And we know that an ellipse, a horizontal ellipse, okay? This ellipse right here is horizontal. It's flat like the tabletop. It's going to cast a shadow that is also going to be true horizontal. Okay? If you have a horizontal ellipse, it casts a horizontal shadow. Everybody always wants to draw it out this way, and that's not the truth. It needs to go perfectly horizontal. Okay, the minor axis of the shadow should be a little bit wider since it is a little bit farther away from that horizon line. So a little bit wider, a little bit taller than this. Let's go here, maybe here and here, roughly. Okay, and then the width is going to be parallel to the center sun's direction line. And I know it's going to have to come off of this corner of this shadow. This corner of this shadow. I know that it's going to, the width of the shadow is going to start at the widest point out here for the direction, and it stays parallel. And then over here, however I can stay parallel, and our shadow is going to go behind. But that's okay. So this should be roughly parallel. I'm sorry. This width should be exact, or almost exactly this width. Again, we're just sketching. And the height, and the height. So now we can draw our dimples, just to have them fit inside there, and we can draw our frown, and we can draw our smile. Again, we don't need all these lines, but we're trying to get the nicest shape we can. Now, so our shadow is this, and loops around, and we can't see it back there. Okay, so that's how you would construct the shadow. We have a direction through the center of the base and out. We have a height through the center of the top and down. Where those two cross, that's the very center of the top ellipse. We pick a width, we pick a height that is a little bit wider than this one. We pick a width, actually we don't even pick the width. We let it tell us what that width is. We know that our axis is perfectly horizontal, and then we fit our ellipse right in there. When we shade a shadow, we can come in and we can put some horizontal, because the surface is horizontal that the shadow is falling on. We put horizontal strokes. And of course, all this ellipse would be very light guidelines, and they wouldn't really show up. We have punch line. We can come back and we can add the punch line. All right, there we have an ellipse and we have a constructed shadow.